Box is a public art project sponsored by the Muncie Arts and Culture Council and the City of Muncie that began as a pilot program in July 2018. It was based on similar projects across the country. Box gives artists the opportunity to design and paint traffic control boxes at various locations around Muncie. The Muncie Arts and Culture Council agreed to provide a modest artist and supply stipend, prime the boxes before painting, and then seal them with a clear anti-graffiti coat once completed. When Kelly Schrock alerted me to this exciting opportunity, I contacted my fellow First Pres artists, Nancy Swickard, Karen Hayden, and Jean McCauley, who all agreed to help. Immediately, we zeroed in on the box at the corner of New York and Riverside. Nancy Swickard then became the team leader, responsible for the application and design process.
With the realization of August 2018, the submission requirements and the deadline for this utility box art project, it became necessary for the art team to wait for next summer to start this utility box project. The art team had various other commitments already in place, so a decision was made to postpone this project from 2018 to 2019. I contacted Brady Eulis to ask her if this box project would continue into the summer of 2019. I also asked her if we could reserve this specific box located on the corner of our church property, and she answered yes. The artist team then wanted to paint this particular box with the intention of tying the life of our church in a joint effort with Ball State University as our neighbor. Brady mentioned because of specific 2018 utility box application requirements that our group could reserve this box if the group would be willing to sponsor the painting of the box at this location and forego the supply and artist stipend. We agreed to this requirement. First Pres became our grateful sponsor for the paint used on this utility traffic box. August of 2019 was the month that the painting of this utility box was fully completed. The completed artistic design did reflect our church as well as our neighbors, Ball State. Our community can now enjoy this box for years to come. It was a great experience to have been part of this First Pres art team to complete this project offered by the Muncie Arts and Culture Council in connection with the City of Muncie, the Department of Public Works, and a big thank you goes to Duke Campbell on behalf of the art team for his help during this art project.
As Jan already mentioned, I became the team leader because she happened to catch me at a good time when school was out and I was on summer vacation. So I had a lot of time to think about the plans, and also to complete the proposal. Part of the proposal was to make our artistry team look amazing. So we had to submit some resumes of past experiences just so that they knew that we were all accomplished artists. And also it gave me some time to think about what it should be visually. So what I came up with is, knowing that a box has 4 sides, I tried to make it kind of a unifying, as though if you were traveling around the box that you would see a continuation of the symbolism that's used here. Because it's on the property of the First Presbyterian Church, I wanted to have it rather spiritual, but also because we're neighbors with Ball State, I wanted to include how we fit in with Ball State as a community and how we fit in with the City of Muncie, which also exemplifies our mission work right now as well, too. So in this first box you see a dove of peace, which is a pretty common religious symbol, carrying an olive branch of peace. And here's a loving eye that's watching over so that we're under some good direction and also having a good spiritual cause as well. The second panel is a representation of Ball State. Of course, the Ball State Cardinal is the mascot for Ball State. And what is he doing? But he's dragging a book across for everyone to see, symbolizing the knowledge that people acquire when they attend Ball State. The third panel is a representation of the symbol of Ball State, which is beneficence, the statue in honor of the Ball brothers who funded Muncie schools. And although the actual beneficence is rather staid, very formal, I wanted to make my beneficence a little bit more happy and dancing, because as we just celebrated our 100-year anniversary, I wanted to show beneficence as being very pleased with what has become of Ball State after 100 years. And the last panel is an example of the joining of the communities with the church, showing the facade of the First Presbyterian Church, and then some of the outstanding buildings that are on Ball State's campus as well that are recognizable, the bell tower, the ad building, and some of the other buildings as well too. I thought it fitting to also make the cycle of day into night as well. Also because my kids just studied Van Gogh, Starry, Starry Night.
Good one.
I was very happy to be part of the Box project and readily accepted the challenge when Jan McCune asked me to be a part of the team. Unfortunately, painting days were extremely hot in August and very humid with no shade cover, but we were all uplifted by the many kind people who stopped to comment about how happy they were to see these works of arts throughout the town. One day we received a $5 tip, which I kindly refused, but our patron insisted, so I put the money in the collection plate to help defray the cost. I suggested to the team that Karen Fisher of Art Mart and to Brady Eulis that perhaps the trolley could be scheduled to take a tour of all the Box projects once they have been completed. A Box crawl, so to speak. All in all, it was a wonderful experience.